Senate Bill 451 was killed after hours of teachers striking. What does this mean for the future of education in West Virginia? I'm Carly Vaniver, and I'll have more coming up next. Our Emmy Award-winning WVU News starts now. The charter school program is one of the biggest concerns West Virginians have with Senate Bill 451. This bill would make West Virginia one of the last of the 50 states to introduce charter schools, but some people believe this is just what we need in order for our state's education system to move forward. I'm Carly Vaniver, and coming up next, I'll tell you how the opioid crisis is affecting classrooms all over the Mountain State. Our Emmy Award-winning WVU News starts now. It's been exactly a year since the 9-day statewide walkout that won West Virginia teachers a 5% pay raise and inspired teachers all over the country to go on strike. And these teachers here today are hoping they can make a difference once again. And while 70% of West Virginia teachers claim that they've seen a significant increase in students being impacted by substance abuse in the home, only 10% say that they feel confident in knowing how to support those children. I'm Carly Vaniver, and coming up, I'll tell you how a new education bill, if passed, could change the public school system in West Virginia. The number of children being impacted by the statewide opioid epidemic keeps increasing every year. These children are bringing experiences of neglect, trauma, and mental health issues with them to school, and teachers are seeing effects in the classrooms.
So if we have parents that are addicted to drugs, children coming in with their basic needs are not their first priority. So we're seeing kids that are hungry, we're seeing kids who are not clothed, we're seeing kids who are not sleeping, so we're seeing kids that just don't have that basic need being met.
And Nichols goes on to say that in the classroom, that equates to not meeting their academic needs if they don't have their basic needs of food and clothing. But the kids aren't the only ones being affected. A new study done by WVU researchers found that this is taking a serious toll on the teachers. And while 70% of West Virginia teachers claim that they've seen a significant increase in students being impacted by substance abuse in the home, only 10% say that they feel confident in knowing how to support those children. But the researchers came up with a plan that they believe will make a positive impact on the teachers and the state.
Some of the things we observed is that teachers are already going to each other for help and support. They're using each other as resources. So we want to actually build upon that. We want to promote some sort of a buddy or mentoring system.
Teachers are hoping that additional training and resources will soon be implemented statewide. Carly Vaniver, WVU News, Morgantown. After weeks of the education bill bouncing between the Senate and the House, 54 of the 55 West Virginia counties canceled school on February 19th for a statewide walkout that successfully killed the bill. I hit the picket lines to learn more. West Virginia teachers across the state hit the picket lines to protest Senate Bill 451. This proposed bill would bring charter schools and private school vouchers to the Mountain State. Most teachers believe other changes need to be made in order to improve the public schools that already exist.
For example, there's many math openings in this state where a certified math teacher isn't present because of lack of benefits and lack of salary. And that trend continues as other states make improvements to their system and West Virginia lags behind.
And this isn't the first time these teachers have put up a fight. It's been exactly a year since the 9-day statewide walkout that won West Virginia teachers a 5% pay raise and inspired teachers all over the country to go on strike. And these teachers here today are hoping they can make a difference once again. But this year's strike has nothing to do with the pay raise. And their message was clear in the signs they made. Our students first. Our students are not for sale.
It's a lot to just be able to stand up for something that we believe in, and we believe to the core that this is what we should be doing, not just for us. It's not about money for us. It's not about anything that they're saying it's about. It's about the kids. And we just want them to get the best education and for us to be able to get back in our classrooms and teach. And that's why we do this.
Just a few hours after the strike began, the House of Delegates announced the bill was postponed indefinitely. The teachers continued to strike for a second day to make sure the bill was officially killed. Teachers and students returned to their classrooms on February 21st. Senate Bill 451 is sparking debate across the Mountain State. Hundreds of teachers, administrators, and parents from both sides have been voicing their thoughts on the bill, which includes laws on charter schools, education savings accounts, and other education issues. And some parents don't agree with the proposed changes.
I think they need to listen to our teachers. They're in here every day with our kids. They know what we need and what we don't need, and no one wants to listen to them. And I find that really sad.
Morgantown High School art teacher Sam Brunette has been teaching for 25 years. He says this bill will hurt the public schools.
All a charter school does is drain monies away from those existing schools. It just doesn't make sense in the current financial crisis that West Virginia is in right now to take the money away from those existing schools. Why not invest in those existing schools rather than drain that money away from them?
The charter school program is one of the biggest concerns West Virginians have with Senate Bill 451. This bill would make West Virginia one of the last of the 50 states to introduce charter schools, but some people believe this is just what we need in order for our state's education system to move forward.
I believe that the children should have the ability to go to schools that enhance their capabilities, and if we need charter schools to do that, then they should introduce them.
Teachers across the state have voted to strike if the Senate's version of the bill is passed. Carly Vaniver, WVU News, Morgantown. One of West Virginia's biggest issues is affecting its most vulnerable demographic. The opioid epidemic has been affecting states around the nation.
That's right, but in West Virginia, it's hitting closer to home more than ever before.
57 out of every 100,000 people in West Virginia overdosed from drugs in 2017, which was the highest in the country and 2.5 times higher than the national average. And while most of the focus goes towards the addicts and their treatment, there's a forgotten segment of the population that's seriously affected.
Thanks, Brooke. West Virginia alone had more than 900 drug-related deaths. In Morgantown, WVU Medicine opened a new center for those seeking help with addiction. Christine Robinson spoke with a recovering addict who reflects on his own path to recovery. West Virginia has been ranked as one of the least educated states and has the highest student loan debt rate in the nation. More than a dozen states nationwide offer programs to make higher education tuition-free and affordable, and now West Virginia is doing the same.